One of the major highlights of our 8th grade year is our trip to Washington, D.C., New York City, and Philadelphia. Students get to walk through and experience the White House and the Capitol and George Washington's home. They get to dine at the same tavern that Thomas Jefferson dined at. And boy, they have good fried chicken and cobbler. One of our most impacting stops is at Arlington National Cemetery. We walk the sidewalks in reverence, soaking in the visual lesson that so many Americans have loved this country so much that they've given the ultimate sacrifice for it, their lives. 4 of our students earned the privilege of laying a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier under the command of that ever-vigilant guard. It's a sobering occasion, not only for those 4, but for all of us watching. Humility, sacrifice, honor, courage, devotion. These words don't have to be taught at a time like that. They're evident for all to see. Students, I would like for you to silently stand if you have laid a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier on your 8th grade trip to Washington. Each of these students was chosen for their anonymous words through an essay contest entitled "Why I Would Like to Lay a Wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier." Thank you, guys. You may be seated. This is Connor Ray. He is one of 4 essay winners who laid a wreath this past October, and he's here today to read you his essay.
Good morning. My name is Connor Ray, and my report is titled "Tomb of a Well-Known Soldier." Lieutenant Commander Emil J. Rinaldi, born March the 9th, 1914, died April 23rd, a well-known soldier. Lieutenant Commander E.J. Rinaldi is a revered person in the history of my family. Although full Italian, he was born in America and served in the U.S. Navy during World War II. He filmed the terrible events that happened on December the 7th, 1941, the Pearl Harbor bombing. My great-grandfather had an amazing history and is buried on Officers Hill inside Arlington National Cemetery. His spouse, Lieutenant Colonel Patricia M. Rinaldi, my great-grandmother, served in the Navy and is buried there as well. This cemetery holds my family's first legacy as an American household and also embodies every American legacy achieved by the unknown name of a soldier that lost his or her life. Every soldier deserves a certain amount of respect that is immense, and for my family to be a part of that American tradition is a great honor, an honor that I would like to give to the tomb of the unknown soldier. Why I would like to lay the wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier is to honor my family's name and the people who have rigorously paid for my freedom. Since the beginning of our country, well before even Arizona was a state, unknown farmers and militia were fighting for our independence from Britain. Even children and servants fought and gave their lives for the better of this country. Freedom is never more than 1 generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. A quote by Ronald Reagan. Every person that has lost their life for this country and our entire history is represented through this one tomb. It would be an honor and a blessing to pay a small amount of acclamation to every once living soul that has given their life for the better of our own. The unknown soldier is forgotten to many, but remembered by few. Every lost soldier had a family or friends. These few people remember the soldier as their family member or as their friend, but always for their honor. The tomb holds what was lost, but the memory of their loved one will not be forgotten. God knows a forgotten soldier, and so does the soldier's family. But the one thing that will never be forgotten is the soldier's legacy and honor. The tomb holds the key to every soldier's honor, loyalty, and legacy. The importance of this to me, including my own great-grandparents' honor, loyalty, and legacy, is the utmost reason I want to lay the wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier. This action is a ceremony that will show honor to every lost soldier and continue my great-grandparents' legacy. As the 8th grade class travels to Washington, D.C., I believe our most important excursion will be to visit the Arlington National Cemetery. It would be a blessing to represent the school and my family in honoring the tomb of the unknown soldier. If not for our military and the people who put their lives on the line for this country, we would not be able to explore our country's past. If not for the unknown soldier, our lives would look enormously different than they are today. Well-known or unknown, this soldier will always be known to God. In order to give my highest gratitude to our country and the people who have died for it, my family, and most importantly, God, I would like to place the wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier. Thank you.